Hello there, and welcome to another episode of BatPod, the Batman the Animated Series podcast. We're back once again with another commentary of another episode. Finally, finally one that we think might be good. I'm guessing at any rate that this is going to be one we both really enjoy. Whether it's a 5-star or I don't know, but we'll get there when we get there. But yes, with the underdwellers out of the way and a fair few others, we're on one that I think we're both pretty excited to get to, and that is P.O.V, a Rashomon style episode in which we see a particular story told from several points of view. Where the truth lies in it all, who knows, because it's different people's points of view. But yeah, so joining me as ever is Clayton from Ages of Film. Say hello, Clayton.
What is up, freaks? I like this. Well, I like the concept of this episode. I'll see if it still holds up on rewatch, but the concept is interesting that they're bringing this concept into an animated series. I think that's very ambitious and daring.
Yeah.
But I do remember liking this one, so hopefully it still holds up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and this was, we've said this multiple times. I'm sure we'll say it many more. This was really the first animated show of this kind that brought in these more sophisticated ways of telling stories. They didn't just look at it as, oh, it's a kids show, lasers, bit of action, that's all they want, whatever. They didn't dumb it down. There's not really much more to say as far as an introduction goes, so I'll just kick us off and let's get watching P.O.V.
And you saw this one when it premiered, right? You saw all of them?
Yes, back when it was original. I think this was one of the first ones that kind of blew me away a bit, where I was like, wow, this is so... And again, as much as we like to say that it is really sophisticated storytelling for kids and things, as an adult, certainly there'll be things in here where you're like, nah, okay. But because at the end of the day, we do have to remember this is still a kids show,
Correct.
So it can only be so sophisticated in terms of how it tells its stories. But
yeah, with that context in mind, it does a pretty good job.
Yeah, and the animation on this is pretty fluid as well.
Yes.
I reckon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullock's meeting us at 2300 hours. We'll be there with time to spare. Relax.
And this was actually the introduction for me to Montoya.
Okay.
I did not know she was from the comic books. It was like it actually took me quite a while reading the comic books to twig that she had been in Batman the Animated Series. Obviously, this being her pretty much. I don't remember her being in any of the previous ones we've had.
No, she wasn't. No, this was her first. Yeah, no. Well, this would have been my introduction to her as well as a kid. But I think I'm like you. I don't think I noticed that was Montoya until I got familiar with her in the comics. And then when I went back, I was like, oh, that's Montoya.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. Yeah.
That's cool.
Batman.
Goes down like a sack of spuds.
Yeah.
Right. Is there any this guy here? So he's interrogating the three officers. So we've got the Rookie, we've got Montoya, who's by the book, been on there on the streets a bit longer, and then we've got obviously Bullock, who's not by the book. He's been around forever, clearly set in his ways, never going to change. This guy though, this lieutenant, he takes like the douchebag kind of factor and amps it up, like, proper high.
Hey, I didn't blow anything. Well, one of you did.
Yeah.
He just wants to nail these. He's like an internal affairs guy, the stereotypical internal affairs guy who's just going to nail them, whatever. I hate dirty cops. I feel like Bullock should have been nailed long ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like this isn't his first rodeo. He's had a few of these meetings, I reckon.
Right.
It's a bit Spider-Man that then. It was like Batman was hanging upside down.
This would have been before the Spider animated.
Oh yeah, yes, many years. Yeah.
Okay. Because I do remember that one as well.
Yeah.
The animation style was kind of the same, I think, if I recall. It's been so long since I've seen that show, but
of what? Sorry,
the Spider-Man animated series.
The Spider-Man. What about the animation?
It was the animation here, kind of the same style as.
No. The Spider-Man animated series. It was more like the X-Men type. It was still that very blocky kind of, colourful. Not many shadows.
Gotcha. Now, do you like Montoya as a character, or does it depend on the iteration?
Is that a very veiled way of saying pre-LGBT and post-LGBT?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to get political or anything.
No, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It does kind of annoy me a bit that they, in recent years, they took a load of characters that weren't and then just did a bit of a switch just to... But they switched on so many that it almost feels these days when you read the comic books, there's more LGBT characters in there than there are actually straight characters.
Yes.
So, can you just at least leave a few of them alone?
Right. I mean, come on. Like...
Right, copper.
I look at the fire. I love the way that fire's animated. That's really crisp.
Yeah, good fire.
It's very oily.
Yeah, that's a good adjective for it.
In spite of the fire, I had everything under control. And then Batman showed up and bungled everything.
Does Bullock ever, acknowledge Batman's, as far as give him any type of compliment?
Yeah, in Vendetta, the Killer Croc episode.
That's right, yeah. That's season 1 too, I think. We'll get in that one.
I really like that one, actually.
Yeah, that was good. That's a good one.
Lucky I was there
To save his butt.
No one in that room is buying it, Bullet. No one. No.
Were you trying to beat him out of the collar or beat them to the cash?
Ease up, Lieutenant.
No, you back off, Commissioner.
I don't know why Gordon fights so hard for Bullock sometimes. I'm like, dude, you know his personality.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there are times where he has shown in the series that actually he is a good cop. He is. Mm-hmm. He's definitely rough around the edges, but ultimately he does want justice. He does try to.
Yeah, I think he kind of represents that cop in Gotham that's just beat down, wore out by the city. It's taking its toll.
Have you seen many other interpretations of Bullock outside of Batman the Animated Series?
I mean, in the comics he's there, but I typically always just read him the way that I think about him in the series. Yeah. So not really. I mean, there's kind of just the one iteration, I think.
Well, like Officer Montoya said, we weren't late.
I love how they make this guy a ginger. It's like back then when they made this, that would have been the key factor of showing that this guy was a rookie. It's a rookie because he's ginger.
Yeah, exactly.
I can say that because I am ginger, so I can get away with
it. Yeah, that's funny.
I thought I bought it. Then he came flying out of nowhere.
I do wonder, what movies and shows have maybe taken inspiration by this POV type of storytelling, because it does remind me a lot of The Last Duel by Ridley Scott, where you have the different perspectives of one story.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely comes from Rashomon. I don't know if you've ever seen Rashomon. So that's the Akira Kurosawa film where it's
okay.
So it's it's like an hour and a half long, but it tells a story from four different kind of perspectives, and then it leaves you going, okay, but who was telling the truth?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a good film though. It's a good film.
Okay.
And
I do like that concept, movies that kind of have that, where it's like it shows you different perspectives. I always find that interesting.
Yeah. I do think if you're going to do it, there has to be a reason for it, in the sense that, like I say, with Rashomon, it is this sense where, okay, who was telling the truth?
Right.
I feel like here we do get a complete kind of version of the story. We do get a sense by the end of it of exactly what's happened, because we know who these characters are. We know Bullock's talking out of his ass when he says he saved his butt, not least of which because of the fact that we do actually see what's happening as he's narrating, and what's happening isn't really going along with what he's narrating. Right. So we know he's lying. So in that respect, I don't know that I would say that this episode is entirely successful in that, but then again, it is using it in a different way. So it's not necessarily making us go, so he was telling the truth. What it is actually doing is saying, no, Bullock's a liar. He's full of it, because what he's saying doesn't match up with what we're seeing on screen. Montoya is by the book. We know we can rely on her. We know that what she's saying is true. And then the rookie guy, he's just enamored with Batman, because it's like, wow, the legend.
Take him back.
Yeah,
that's so honestly, that's how I would have been. I would have been I was like, whoa.
Which is basically showing. So in a way, that this episode is really all about the police force. It's showing you what kind of officers we have in the Gotham City Police Force. Like this is kind of almost the full range, because as much as Bullock is a bit full of it, in the end he's on the up and up. In the end, whereas there are cops that would be like, nope, I'm taking a bribe.
Well, also I think bringing this down for kids, you can kind of just get the sense of it's at least trying to show why truth matters, like why it's important to be honest, and stuff like that, because it can distort, what happened, get people in trouble.
Well, I think the rookie's holding something back.
Take it easy. He told you everything he knows.
From my whole thing with Montoya, I just don't know that the character on paper is needed. Like, Gordon's already kind of the good cop. Like, I don't know that she adds much.
Just in terms of the comic books, I see why she's there, and I'm glad she's there, because certainly in the late 80s, early 90s, when she came on the scene, there was Sarah Essen, and that was about it. And she was from year one, and she kind of dipped in and out again. She was sort of there, but it's just like she's the only female cop, and she's kind of having it away with God, and so to speak. So it was nice to have like a female cop there, see that female perspective from the law.
Right, that's true.
And then obviously you've got Jim, who is up a tier. He's like commissioner. There's certain things you're not really going to have him being in. He's not going to be on the street just doing street cases.
Right.
So, and we didn't have any by the book cops because we've got Bullock as the street level guy. So yeah, as far as where is her place, where does she fit in? She is that street level cop who's by the book, doesn't break the rules. So in that sense, she is a necessity to show us that particular angle of the GCPD.
Right.
That's the way I always took her in the comics. And I did like her in the comics, especially when Graham Nolan drew her. I love Nolan's artwork. So.
Yeah. Underrated artist, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very good.
I would say that the weakest point of this was the detective skills of the cops who, so they hear the guy go, "Doc, Doc, and they instantly assume, oh, he's talking about a doctor. It's like, come on, guys. It's like that's the only possibility.
Right.
It's like you're detectives.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
It reminds me of a few episodes back when Bullock was like quizzing the chef, and he's like, "What did you put in your mousse?"
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The you would expect maybe a little bit more efficiency from detectives.
It's like, okay, so this guy said doc. Okay, let's check doctors.
Right.
Let's check if there's any doc ports around.
Right.
It's like it takes Montoya going home on the train and seeing a doc and going, Doc, hey.
Yeah, that's true. My cop out in defense for that is always, well, it's Gotham. Just throw up my hands like, it's Gotham.
I expected a reveal with this. This guy here, he's got a bit of a Clock King vibe going on because he's got the monocle and the cane, and I'm like, but yeah, when we actually eventually see him, he's just some random dude,
another guy.
It's just because they keep him in shadow. I'm like, is this going to be someone? Is this going to be like a Batman villain that we know?
I mean, it would have, Clock King would have fit the bill.
What's he doing? What's he doing? He's like,
he's warming up his hands.
Yeah, he's like getting ready to grab something. Boobs, right? We were both thinking boobs.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but now that you put it out there, you got me.
Sorry, my artistic brain just had to get it out there, just so you know, we know that this is what we were both thinking.
I swear, people in Gotham have the worst aim. No one knows how to use a gun, man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in this entire show lands a shot like ever. I don't like they're like 0 of like 1,000 batting average, man.
Yeah. The only time they do land an effective shot is when they get pushed out of the way and then the gun accidentally hits something.
It's like likely shot is the shot that you make. Yeah.
Like if Batman didn't push them out of the way at that point, they'd just miss. But because he pushes them out of the way, they end up hitting something that hurts someone.
Yeah, that's funny. To the rescue. Oh.
That one guy is still on the plank, hugging it. Oh, mommy, mommy.
Then there he goes.
That villain with the monocle, when he's in the shadows, it just has such a 1940s comic book vibe about it. And I think that makes me love it all the more. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, it would. I mean, it could have been good to have it been like a Clocking or something, but it would have maybe justified things a little bit. But
should have been Penguin.
Yeah.
Should have just had it because it's the kind of crime that Penguin would be up to. But
oh, that's a cool shot too.
Yeah,
that almost looked like the way that Batman jumped and it froze on the screen there. That almost looked like Dark Knight Returns. Photo
freeze frame.
Yeah.
Just needed lightning coming down behind him.
That would have been perfect shot.
See, now that he's in the light, he's just some dude with a tash.
Yeah.
So, okay.
It is kind of like, you kind of got my hopes up, and then
yeah. Not gonna see you again.
No. Is he waving to him?
He's got his thumb. He's doing a thumbs up in it.
Batman was like waving.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Hey,
it's like,
we're
bye.
good. We're good.
See you in Blackgate.
Yeah. Kiwi.
You put the whole gang out of commission.
What collar? She's suspended.
This farce has gone far enough, Hackle.
I will say Gordon they did a good job with the design of Gordon. He does resemble like the Gordon at this time in the comics
back in the 90s.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. I mean, that's very
It's
much what it looked
quintessential look for Gordon,
Yeah.
isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
But Bullock in the comic books looked even more schlubby than Bullock in
did.
Batman
He
the
did.
Animated Series. He did not look healthy, that guy. at all.
No, not at all.
So, POV. Wrap up. Shall I go first? You go first?
Yeah,
Whatever?
you take it, man.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much really to say. I mean, we mostly talked about comic book stuff and things like that. But it's just, as far as an episode goes, you know, again, remembering that this was a Saturday morning kids show, it was quite sophisticated storytelling. Seeing it from these different perspectives, I think, opens up the world of the GCPD. And just the very facts that they are focusing on the GCPD, rather than this being like a Batman-focused episode.
Right.
We don't have a typical villain of the week, you know, a costumed villain. It's not anything that deals with Batman personally.
Right.
It's literally a personal episode on members of the GCPD, and I think that really did kind of kickstart the idea that, hey, you know what, we could do a TV show that you know that would ultimately led to Gotham many years later. We got the TV show Gotham many years later, and I think this was the antecedent for that. I think this set the precedent of, hey, you know what, you could do a show focused around the GCPD. There's characters in there that are interesting enough. People like Gordon, Bullock, Montoya, you know, rookies. Like it's just there's a world there. How do we view Gotham through their eyes? Because we're used to seeing it through Batman's eyes. How do we see it through the GCPD's eyes? So in that regard, it's really interesting, and to watch that as a kid and have that fresh perspective, it was good. I do think it's a really great episode. I think the animation is top notch on this one.
Yes.
Some really well drawn action set pieces. The characters I really love. Bullock I always love. I do think the detective work was a bit shoddy from GCPD, just going, oh, there's got to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about a doctor. It's like, you know, these guys are dealing in shipments.
Right.
It's like, it's very possible they could be talking about a ship dock. So, yeah,
Right.
that bit for me, just, it kind of makes me go, every time I watch it. Again, it's like, if you're going to focus on the GCPD, can we have them actually looking fairly smart?
Yeah,
because ultimately, like, you know, they do solve crime too. It doesn't all get solved by Batman. So it would be nice to have them being a bit more intelligent than Montoya just coming up with it when she happens to be passing it by. It's like, so I think because of that, it does drop half a point for me.
Sure.
But it's still a great episode. So I'm going to go with a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, that's around the range. I was thinking I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I do really like, one thing I like with this episode quite a bit, and it held up on this viewing, was not just the concept of, all right, you have these three people that are giving their POV on a story, but also how the narrative frames Batman. Like, because in each POV, Batman is, you have a different perspective of Batman. You know, with Bullock, he's this criminal. You know, he's this criminal that is part of crime. Montoya, he's a hero. You know, and then to the rookie guy, he's this mythic figure. You know, that's out of darkness. So I like that you kind of get, you know, the man from Bullock's side, the hero from Montoya's side, and then the legend, the myth from the new cop side, and all how it presents all those perspectives of Batman. Even though it's not like a Batman centered episode, you can still appreciate those perspectives of the character. And then, like you said, you know, how it establishes the the police force in Gotham, and kind of gives you an inner look at the department. Kind of brings characters to like Montoya, who, if you're a kid, you may not necessarily know who this character is, and kind of gives them a chance to shine a little bit. So I like that they did that. It's not, to your point, because it doesn't have, that costume character, a Joker or a Bane or Two-Face or whatever. I find that it's not quite as rewatchable. So, as a kid, it probably wasn't an episode I was going to go back to a lot. But the concept, the art, the animation, all that is really good. So 4 out of 5, I think, entertainment. It could do with maybe one of those costume characters, kind of give it some life, and then some of the detective work. Not quite what I would say is proficient, but yeah, overall still a great episode. I would go 4 out of 5 for me.
Excellent. Okay, well, there you go. That was P.O.V. Please do let us know, you guys, what you think of this episode down in the comments section below if you're on YouTube. And yeah, do give us a thumbs up. Also give us a rating and a review over on Spotify if you're listening over there. And look out for any questions I do post on Spotify, because underneath the episode, if you're viewing it or whatever you're listening to it, it allows us to do polls. I do put some polls up on Spotify. So yeah, interact with them. Do share this, share this video, share the Spotify link. It does help. We want people to see this. Let us know your thoughts on what we're doing here. But yeah, next episode we've got The Forgotten, which I believe Clayton has actually forgotten what that episode is all about. So
yeah, it's funny. Bryan and I were talking about that before we recorded this one. He was talking about it. I was like, I don't know that I remember. I think I've forgotten The Forgotten. It's just the concept, like the story is just not ringing a bell to me. So I'll be interested to watch it again.
Well, let's see if you can remember any more of it by the time we get to it next time around. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. Join us for the next one. And until next time, cracking.